Y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sticky Tree, but I'm chilling with my home dog, the braided bearded one, the Clary OG,
What up?
the one, the only, the Cowboy Hippie.
What's up with it?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Oh man.
I'm in recovery right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, talk about it.
Yeah.
So good to be home, but my recovery is different than your recovery.
Right.
What you got? What happened to you?
I suffered a concussion on Tuesday of this week. My fourth
That's
concussion.
That's what you get for talking about my mama. Pow! 2 pieces in a biscuit.
No, that one was. Usually I talk about Ish's mom, so that's
facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This got hurt at work, man. Hit my head wrong. Got concussed. And headed out to the hospital, man, to get that CAT scan and X-rays and all that fun stuff. You know what though? Tuesday and Wednesday sucked, but I'm back on track, dude. I'm back on track. It was just a couple of days.
How you feeling though? You feeling better?
Bro, I feel like a freaking 19-year-old, bro. Come on now, man.
Hey, that's what's up.
Let's go, baby, with the
That's what's
braided
up.
beard today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I was stalking you this week on your TikToks, and you tried to what's that movie? Oh, that movie with the cars, Fast and Furious. You tried to Tokyo drift a UPS truck?
Oh, you seen that one?
I saw.
That's
Yes,
an
I.
old video. It showed up that.
I didn't see the video. I just saw the picture.
Oh yeah, no, that happened about 1996 or 1997.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was Ish. Where were you at?
I was 7 years old, 6 years old, something like
Oh, okay.
I was on my way to Ish's house, bro.
You don't even know where the hell I was at when I was 6 years old.
Deliver the packages, baby.
You're dead. You're about to get worse than the concussion when I see you.
I was in I was graduating high school then.
Yeah, 97?
Yeah, 97.
Yeah, this was 97 or 98 or something, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's great. But it looked cool, man. You look good in the picture. No injuries. That's all that matters.
Laughing like always, man.
I know. I can only imagine that conversation you're having with that guy in the picture. Oh man, guys, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Do we want to? What do you want to start with first?
Let's start off real quick with the NFL free agency. I believe it's been a crazy week this week.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask y'all what's y'all's favorite signing. I know what Sneaky's is going to be, so I'll let him go last.
Okay.
So Mark, go ahead. It doesn't have to be your team. It could be any other team. It could be the fit that they're going to. So, what's your favorite signing?
This one's kind of obvious, and you already know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ryan Fitzpatrick, and here's the reason, dude. I've been a fan of this guy his whole career. I love the bearded look. I love that the guy's willingness to play anywhere, to win anywhere. And now he's coming to the NFC East, and we get to see him twice. You know, he's a fun-loving go-getter, dude. You can't hate on him. I don't remember throughout his whole career him ever being hated on or talked about. Do you, or am I just...
No, I haven't.
So it's going to be fun having him in here in the NFC East. I welcome him. I hope he has a good year. You know, I never wish any bad unless your initials are DJ. So I hope that he has.
I don't think you heard it.
It's okay. I hope that he has a good year.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
It's okay.
What'd you say? All right. My bad. It was.
It's okay. It's
I'll play back.
It's gonna bring back what I'm
All right. I'm gonna do a TikTok then about it. I'll do a TikTok. Go ahead. Oh, you want me to go last or what?
Yeah, I'm next. My favorite signing, it's also in our division. It's Mike Glennon. It's gonna make an amazing quarterback conversation this offseason. And I think he might beat him out. No, but in all seriousness, Kyle Rudolph, he's really slept on as a tight end, and y'all got him for a cheap deal.
Yes.
And he might be better than Ingram.
Mike.
I know what. What?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to New York, Kenny Galladay. Woohoo! Oh, let's just celebrate. Let's throw up the confetti. Let's let it be.
Y'all signed the right. Y'all signed the wrong receiver.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for to have at least a number one. But what I think that might lead to us this year is we might, we might be trading Slayton. We might be trading Evan Ingram. I mean, there's a lot of moves. And then with the draft, there's so many directions that Gettleman can go now. I know that a lot of people are saying that we overpaid. We'll find out. We'll find out.
What shocks me is why is T.Y. Hilton still out there? I believe T.Y. Hilton is better than Galladay. He's a better route runner. Now, maybe it's because of his passive injuries, but to me, T.Y. Hilton's a better receiver.
Can I chime in on your selection, Sneaky?
Go ahead.
I love Kenny Galladay. I'm a fan of Kenny Galladay. So I'm not happy to see him go to the Giants. I haven't discussed this at all with Sneaky. He had no idea about this. This is the first time he heard this from me. I've picked Galladay the last couple of years in my fantasy leagues. I absolutely love his big playmaking ability, man. Now, he was hurt a little bit last year, but he did have 11 touchdowns in a full healthy year.
Yes, he did.
So,
yes, he did.
I love the guy, dude. He came from a MAC school, Northern Illinois. I love the MAC schools. It reminds me of a little Big Ten, good, strong programs. So I'm impressed with that signing. Now, here's what I was going to make a bet with you next year, though.
Okay.
I still think that Danny Jones now has the pressure of having a big number one. And we will see if he steps his game up.
Oh, agreed.
Or it says, "Hey, I'm not an NFL one." We're gonna find out now. We're gonna find out now.
That's very true. Now, as you both know, I've been a big time Danny Dimes supporter. I've been saying since the beginning of the season, okay, Garrett has to stay. He's had two different systems in 2 different years. I've been saying we don't have a number one receiver. Evan is a liability, blah, blah, blah. Now I don't have anything to defend him with. Now he has to go out and play.
But you want that.
Yeah.
You want that one. You want that. You want that, dude. So now you can see. Yeah. Now you have a chance to win. Now we can see if DJ's really the problem. What is it?
Yeah.
So I got no hate towards that, man. I'm a Galladay fan, dude. So
now this brings up I don't believe y'all are the worst wide receiver core in our division. That goes to the Eagles now.
Oh, by far.
Now, dude.
Let's talk about what happened in Washington. Now you did talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick. So now they have scary Terry McLaurin,
right,
and Samuels. Who played with Carolina Panthers. They both went to Ohio State, were teammates, and now they're going to be playing together. Man, I think our division really needs to look at Washington. I mean, they're not going to be just a joke no more.
But
what do you mean look at them? They won the division last year.
Yeah, but are we going to really take – I'm not going to take what happened last year seriously.
I'm kind of with this on that. I don't.
Hey, listen. They won a division with one of the worst offenses that we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're adding a couple of weapons on the offense. I take them very seriously, guys. I don't know what you're thinking about. Our teams aren't that good.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna look past them because you're right. However, they won the division, they won it.
Mm-hmm.
They won it. But I think now, and I'm gonna say this. I think we have a chance. I honestly believe we have a chance. We have the defense. Now we have the defense to back it up for us. We have, on paper, one of the best receiving cores in the division. Now we got to go out and produce. I mean, we have to produce now because the only difference I can see between the Giants and the Cowboys, you guys are still trying to find your defense. You guys are still trying to find your defensive identity. I'm going to say it, and I know I said in the past, you guys are going to have to score 30 to 40 points to win games.
But Sneaky, I could say the same thing about your team. Your team is still trying to find the identity of y'all's offense.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Because
with the addition of Galladay, that doesn't solve anything because now
right.
Jones and Galladay, they got to find that chemistry.
Yes.
They got to make it work on the field. So,
yes.
But because of the addition of Galladay, it's going to help out Shepard, which was balling. He was balling last year, and I hope that brings in Rudolph, not Ingram, because I still believe Ingram's a liability, even though he looks good in his workouts. But
his hands are horrible.
We'll see. We'll see.
And on the Cowboys side a little bit, the really biggest signing I could say we had was Keanu Neal. He's gonna be a box safety / linebacker. I'm kind of excited what Dan Quinn's bringing into this defense. I feel like it's gonna actually be a 4-3 defense. You get what I'm saying? A little bit of one safety high. Last year, Mike Nolan was doing, I don't know what the hell he was doing on defense. So I'm a little excited to see him bring a type of player like that onto our team.
Can I take that question real quick, Sneaky?
Yeah. So Prime Evo 006 says, who do you think is going to win the division?
Now I'm going to start off with something because we're talking about the division. That question, I was going to say something about the Vegas odds. So who do you guys think have the best odds? Or let me correct myself. Who do you guys think are favorites to win the NFC East according to Vegas?
Go ahead, Ish. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say the Dallas Cowboys just because they're always the favorite in the beginning of the year. I'm not saying that because I'm a homer. That's just Vegas. They do that every year. So I'm gonna say Dallas Cowboys.
What do you say, Sneak?
Well, I'm a homer, but see now for me to give an actual prediction, I do want to see what the Giants are going to do in the draft.
This is before the draft.
Right. No, I know. I'm going to answer that, but just to give my official, of course I'm going to say the Giants.
No, well, you think Vegas?
But,
I'm asking you, what do you think Vegas put as a favorite?
I'm going to say I think the Giants with the addition of Galladay alone.
So this might surprise you guys. Ishmael, you were right. Dallas is actually kind of a big favorite. Mm-hmm. And you know who 2 is?
Washington.
Philadelphia.
Why?
What?
Philadelphia is 2.
For Vegas?
Yes. Washington and New York are tied for the worst odds to win.
I want to recount.
Listen, it's I don't know either, bro, but Vegas is very good at what they do. Mm-hmm. So Dallas always gets a couple of extra points because they get so much heavy action on them, Sneaky.
Every year.
People always bet on the Cowboys because of the
yeah.
fan base. So their actions leaned a little bit, but Dallas is a pretty big favorite, dude. It kind of blew my mind that Philly was 2, though. I say Dallas as well, and I'm far from a homer.
Right.
I just think with the addition coming back from if Dak is healthy, I have Dallas win the division as well.
Now, Sneaky, I wanted to ask you something real quick. You did say that your receiving core is one of the tops of the division.
Yep.
Would you still consider Dallas as number 1 and you number 2?
So I would consider Dallas number 1
as receiving core. Yes. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. I
know, but I could say Galladay, Shep, and Rudolph. And then matter of fact, we might even. I wouldn't be surprised if we put say Slayton in a slot if we don't trade him.
I'd like Shepard at slot. He put a
Oh,
lot
I
of
do
stuff in
too.
Oklahoma.
I do too.
Mhm.
But now that okay. So even if we do put Shep at the slot, which I could see it, and then not Galladay, Slayton would be a solid number 2.
Mhm.
I mean, that'd be a tough receiving core. Just on paper,
And John Ross.
you know.
You can't forget about that. Quick little
Ross, Ross. From what I'm hearing, he's mainly going to be used as a return specialist. But yeah, he may get a couple, receptions here and there. So for me, for that, I couldn't confidently say that Giants had the number 1 receiving core last year. But moving forward, yeah, I'm good with saying that.
Okay. If it's up to y'all, do y'all want to move into another division? I saw somebody named Chiefs Kingdom in the chat, so that brings up the Las Vegas Raiders. And man,
Well, before we get further, Mike, I saw your comment. He did say, gentlemen, it's been a while. Hope it's all well. Mike, it's
Mike.
good to see you again. Good to see you again. Now, this is the stigma. Now, Mike also says Shep can't stay healthy.
Very true.
That's facts. That's fact. But he was healthy last year. He stayed on the field last year because he was needed. Granted, I think he was out maybe a game, maybe 2 games last year because if not concussion, turf toe.
Mhm.
But regardless, he was on the field and he balled out. And I think with the addition of Galladay, that's just going to make him so much better.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah,
believe
you're
so.
right. You're right. We'll see. Yeah.
I believe so, though. I believe you're right, Sneaky. The only thing that I'm not that worried about, and you know me, I still don't think Danny Jones is a 1. So I think they're going to feel the effects of that this year, and they're going to realize that his 3rd year, he's gone.
That brings a good segue. Sneaky, do you have I'm sorry. Astro102233 says, Sneaky, do you have confidence in Daniel Jones to make the right throw or put it in the spot with the addition of with Kenny and Ross? DC for live. Congrats to. Oh, thank you. We'll talk about that later as well. But thank you, Astro. Yes, I do. I do have confidence in Jones this year because Gettleman and Judge, they have that confidence in them, and their jobs are the one that's on the line. So yeah, Well, I mean, yeah, but see, that's the thing. If Judd were to get fired, that whole coaching staff's going.
yeah.
Because they're going to bring in their own guys. So
Okay, Sneaky. I have even a better thing for you.
uh-huh.
Let's say your Giants draft Jalen Waddle in the 1st round. Does that mean Shepard's gone?
I don't think so. And now I will say this: with Galladay now in the mix, that's not even a guarantee. I mean, I have no idea. Knowing Gettleman, I will not be surprised if we get a lineman 1st round. It wouldn't shock me, or a defensive.
Defensive end. You'll need a defensive end.
Well, an edge rusher. Yes,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be shocked with that. So with Galladay, he gave us so many options.
Mhm.
So I mean, we could definitely play the what if game, but at this point, I'm just really curious on seeing what direction they're going to go.
With the signing of Galladay, it kind of shows me that heading towards the draft, y'all might kind of head towards defensive side. I mean, grabbing a tight end and 2 wide receivers so far in free agency, it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? But Slater from Northwestern, to me, is the top offensive lineman because he can easily play tackle, but he'd probably be the best guard in the game.
I can't think of the name. On Tuesday, I had a gentleman on there. He gave me the name. I can't think of the name right now. I even looked him up.
Rashawn Slater. Nate
No,
Poole,
it was
Hall.
somebody else. I have to. I got to think about it. It might come up to me during the show later on.
Okay.
But now, like I said, with the selection, I mean, I'm really curious now. And also, there's a if I'm not mistaken, we're looking at another cornerback from the Titans.
Adoree Jackson.
Yes, they're trying to recruit him,
Mhm.
and that will be an outstanding outstanding compliment to Bradbury.
Yes.
I mean, I can't even
agree.
imagine, with Bradbury and him on the other side and Peppers as a free, who's going to want to throw in the middle of the field?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just going to be done. And I love seeing the moves that the Giants are making now.
Yeah.
I just, piece of me is like, okay, I'm glad we're moving forward, with the new era. But I wish we were. I wish we didn't go through the McAdoo or the Shermer experiment. But then again, you got to appreciate those because now we're here now having these type of experience.
Yeah.
With Judd and the moves that he's having. So.
And if you listen to Galladay's press conference, he really loved that y'all's coach wanted to meet one-on-one. You know what I mean? It wasn't just over the phone or nothing. It really showed that he wanted to be a coach that really cares about his players. Mm-hmm. And I like that. I really do. Mm-hmm. Garrett was like that here. And even though I didn't like Garrett much, I did like that how he did that with his players. His players always backed him up. And that's good to have. That's good to have in an organization. Now,
915 is 3. Well, it's 2 for now, but Clary will be back.
Yeah.
He is back. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, Clary.
I just been chilling, listening to buffoons talking football, man.
Oh my God!
You want to talk about something crazy? What's up with somebody said the Raiders are better?
Hey, hold on, real quick. The Raiders, the Houston Texans, and the Green Bay Packers are the 3 worst run organizations in the NFL. And everybody's going to be surprised by the Packers. So let me tell you why. Okay. Mm-hmm. I had to talk about this.
Okay.
If they don't get Brett Favre, if they don't get Brett Favre back in the day and they don't get Aaron Rodgers, they are the worst NFL run program in the history of the NFL. Go look at their moves. Go look at their signings. The Green Bay Packers are the idiots of the NFL.
Well, but what are you talking about? If they don't,
there's numerous.
Well, no. Let's go back to what you said. You said if they don't get a Brett Favre or
if they never got lucky with Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers, they got lucky with two NFL Hall of Famers.
Right.
Dude, this NFL franchise would be in shambles. Look, and then let me just speak on recently. They signed Aaron Jones to a 40-year million. Cool. Shout out Aaron Jones, El Paso. I love you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sign the lineman that freaking blocked for you, bro.
Yep.
You go sign your running back first, bro. This is how they've done this. Their whole last 20 years. They don't get Rodgers' help, dude. Mm-hmm. You're sitting with one of the best quarterbacks of all time, bro. And you don't even sign guys that block for him or block for a running back that you just signed.
Well, not only that, I mean, even in the draft, why didn't they get them? Why didn't he get Rodgers? They were 1 game away from the playoffs. I'm sorry, the Super Bowl, not last year before last. And what they do, they get Aaron Rodgers' successor.
Right.
Makes no damn sense.
They still made it to
no
the
damn
championship.
Sense.
And then
because they pissed Aaron off. That's why.
Well, the dude that said the Raiders. Enough said. I don't even have to go into the way your program is run right now.
Real quick on Aaron Rodgers. Just think about the last time he actually had good weapons was Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, and Devontae Adams.
Right.
And I believe that's when they went to the Super Bowl, correct?
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, he has the bread and the pudding, as they say.
But even without those big names, he still went to 4 NFC Championship games, and one he was leading up until the last 2 minutes of the game, the one in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, Rodgers is a bad man. Let's just, I know your friend Stephen A. says it all the time, Clary. But at what point do you? I mean, Clary, I agree with you about the Packers. Are you okay?
I can't stand Stephen A. bro, and I keep calling him out.
Yeah, and you know what? One day he'll come on and we'll have a conversation.
I can't wait for that day.
Now the one thing I got to say about Rodgers is also the coaching staff. I know we talked about it before, and I'd still harp on this. 4th down for the Super Bowl. You got the man who eventually won the MVP, and you're going to kick a field goal?
I agree. I agree, man. I mean, I know.
Now it really does show that how bad the organization is. They really haven't done nothing in free agency so
Dude,
far.
they
this
never
year
do.
either.
I haven't heard anything yet. No, I'm really
Just Aaron
curious.
Jones. Just Aaron
I'm
Jones.
really curious about the draft. I'm really curious on who they're going to draft. I wonder if they're going to get another first round quarterback to help out Aaron Rodgers.
So on the other bad programs, Raiders, enough said. Let's talk about the Houston Texans, man, for a bit. If you guys would like to dwell on that.
Do you want to hear what they did in free agency so far? They have, I
Who?
believe, 4 running backs. The Houston Texans.
Oh, okay.
They signed Mark Ingram, who's
Right.
washed. Philip Lindsay, who's washed. They already have David Johnson. And yeah, so why do you have that much running backs on your team when you have so many other things that you need to work on, which is your quarterback, by the way?
Now, what about Fuller? Fuller, he's with the Bears
What?
now, right?
He's with Fuller. Wait, are
Did
you
he go-
talking the receiver?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. Did
He's
he go to
with
the Bears?
Miami.
That's right. Yeah.
He went to okay.
1 year deal.
Who went to the Bears? Oh wait.
Fuller is the corner from the Bears, but he got cut or he got released.
Okay.
And now he's with Denver. He just got picked up.
Denver's
Right,
Denver's
right.
becoming another joke,
That's
by the way,
stupid.
dude. But I don't
They
even
can never find
talk
it.
about
Well, at least Elway stepped down.
it.
at least
it was
Elway-
about time, bro.
Yeah,
He
at least
really-
Elway.
He didn't step down.
Well, but he let someone else be the head, though. I mean, he's still part of the organization. I mean, come on, Elway could run for governor in Colorado and win
Right.
it.
At least
If
he's
he
smart enough
wanted
to
to.
do it. Jared.
But well, that's what I was going to bring up. That's what I was going to say. At what point do we tell Jerry Jones? Well, you guys been telling him the
Until he
last
dies.
forever. So yeah.
Until he dies. Yep.
Yeah, Nick said he's laughing out loud. Stephen A. I'll say this, Clary. I think he's afraid of you.
I'll tell you this.
I think he's afraid to come on Truce and have an honest conversation with 4 guys with combined income don't even match what he makes,
Right.
in an hour that we're on the air for. So I'm gonna say he's afraid of you, and he's afraid of us.
Here's the deal with Stephen A, bro. Real quick, guys. We're gonna talk about it. Look, he talks loud, he yells, he's excited. If you go back and watch what this guy's talked about over the last 5 years, he has made so many mistakes live on air that it's laughable, dude. It's almost like
That's blasphemous.
Well,
It's inconceivable. It's
he
not-
really does.
I'm just saying what he,
Right. He should stick to basketball and even boxing. But dude, he has no reason to be talking about football or baseball or any other sport, dude. It's a joke. Max Kellerman's a joke. I would love to have that jokester on here too. He just nods his
Hey,
head.
But Max
Good.
knows boxing, though.
No, he
He
knows,
knows
boxing.
boxing. And
He does
I'll
know
say
boxing.
this, Stephen A. I wouldn't. I'm actually surprised you said he has some knowledge in boxing.
He does, but that's
That's a stretch. For me, that's a stretch.
well, boxing,
and MMA,
I mean,
I think.
basketball and boxing is his thing, but it's really basketball. But dude, I'm gonna
Right.
tell you guys this: if he gave me a topic to talk about, I would freaking destroy him, dude. I'm telling you, I would get him so riled up.
Mhm.
He would yell and cry because he wants to be heard. That's what I'd get him to, man. And I guarantee victory. I guarantee it.
I'm a little upset that I didn't come up with the name Orange Muffins. I'm a little upset with that. I'm afraid of all of y'all's with the beard energy. Well, now you know.
You like
Oh.
the
Now
braid
you know.
orange muffins? Like the braid?
Shout out to the wifey. She brought up there was a great fight last night in Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out.
That was not a great fight, dude.
Wait. Why
You
am I
don't
not
like the
knowing about
Virtual
this?
It was at Dickies Arena.
Yeah, it was at Dickies Arena.
Damn it. Okay. Shit. I would have
Yeah.
loved. I would have actually loved to have been there.
I think they're gonna hold a lot more now. But Virgil Ortiz, a hometown kid from Grand Prairie, Texas, fought another hometown kid hooker. It was a good fight. It was for his belt, and Ortiz gave him the work. He did get some bruises, but man, this is the first time he fought somebody with some height, and he went in there and he dislocated his wrist
Right.
because he
How old
punched.
is-
His,
How
22 years
is,
old.
He's 22. That's right.
Young kid. He was boxer of the year 2 years ago.
You know, Fort Worth was shining last as well. They had a local kid in the main event of the UFC, dude, last night as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So being part of that community for a number of years I was in, a lot of these guys came through the same camps that I used to go to, man, and work with people. Because the community is really small, so what they do, Sneaky, they'll train jujitsu at one camp, they'll train they'll train stand up at another camp. So a lot of these guys, I never got to meet him. Holland is his name, but I did meet a lot of these UFC guys years ago, when I was still involved in that kind of stuff. But that community is the UFC, the MMA community. These guys, dude, are just. They all work with each other, Sneaky. It's amazing how these guys go to different camps and work with each other. The respect factor, But shout out, man, Fort Worth, you're doing some things in the fighting sports, man. Pretty cool.
Well, I know. So we are at the halfway mark, and Mike brought up a good question. I think now would be a good time to kind of bring this up. Mike says the Watson 12 says they have enough evidence for the cops. What do you all think? Now, this is news to me. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to touch this or
I'm okay to touch it. So what do you say again? Bring it up again real quick.
Okay. The Watson 12 says they have enough evidence for the cops. What do you think?
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
I'll wait for the evidence to come in. I will see what everything is done, and we will go from there. I mean, and I'm being serious because when you get accusations this in depth and this real and this is
right,
this is big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to base judgment on anybody yet, and I'll let the judicial system do its job and go from there, dude. That's all I can say, guys. I'm sorry, Michael. That's my best answer.
Ish, go ahead.
He's got to do what Dave Chappelle did on his skit. He's got to plead the fifth and just keep his mouth shut for now and wait until, the allegations go away, I guess, because, it happens so much in the NFL. But I think I'm at 12 now. That's, golly.
I actually thought it was 15 at one point. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was 15.
Now, let me ask you this. We kind of talked about this off air. Do y'all think, honestly, the Houston Texans have something to do with this?
Remember, I said the conspiracies?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of questions to go around in every angle of the situation. But what I want to point out and what I want to say is that my heart goes out to victims of sexual assault. Mm-hmm. Victims are real. Things happen to to men and women regarding sexual assault. Mm-hmm. And my heart goes out to them. My heart goes out to the parents. Because if I know you guys like I know myself, I know how to hide a body. So, but being serious again, that's the one thing I just want to say is that regardless how this turns out, let's just keep in mind that yes, there is a process. Everybody has a voice, and that these are all allegations. Mm-hmm. So regarding this case, now, sexual assault victims, they've already been, it's already been proven. The case has been made. The assailant's been found the assailant has been found guilty. So therefore, there are victims of a crime. These are alleged victims because these are allegations. So let's run its course, and I'm with Clara on this. Let's let it ride out.
Now, does this affect? So if you're a team interested in Deshaun, I just read an article right now. There's teams still that don't give a shit. Apparently, they're still
no, they don't. Yeah, until he's guilty.
So okay, yeah. but if you have any inkling that he's guilty, why are you going to sign him, bro? You're going to lose him.
But you won't have any inkling that he's guilty.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not going to have any inkling that he's guilty,
let me ask you this.
nor innocent.
Let me ask you this.
Until proven guilty. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. If you're the owner of an NFL team that is interested in him, what do? I'll tell you what I do. I'll answer myself first. I'm not going after him, bro. I don't want the publicity. I don't want the risk. That's too much money involved, bro. You can keep your ass in Houston, where you should stay anyways after signing that contract. That's all I'm saying.
Now,
what do you guys think?
I think, does this make the price tag go down?
Absolutely,
I'm
bro.
I'm sure
Yeah.
now GMs are like, hey, he's got
His
some
agent's like, fuck, bro.
yeah, yeah.
I know,
You
right?
know what I mean? So what if it said, because I know they were asking for like 3 first rounds, and what if now they're like, hey, I'll
Yeah.
give you a first and a third this year, and that's it. Take it or leave it.
No, you're right, Ish. That's a very good
It's
point
because you're getting rid of a headache.
it's a huge
Yeah.
headache. Apparently, come on, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I won't take him. I don't care if I need a quarterback, bro. I do not sign this guy. First he left his team hanging. Now he has all these allegations, bro. You can stay in Houston, Watson. If I'm the owner of an NFL team, stay there.
Man, Houston's just goddamn. Houston's just
So I've had a lot of conversations with a few people, obviously offline, some even on air, and okay, let me come back. So a lot of people are saying, and I'm going to be quite frank about the conversations I've had with
Right.
people, that they have said, why did these why did the alleged victims wait so long? Now, every time I hear that, every time I hear someone say, why did they wait so long? I remember, now guys, hear me out. I remember riding a bus when I was in Seattle, going into work. I remember saying the same thing about the Bill Cosby case. I mean, like, I remember saying to a friend of mine who was sitting across from me on the bus, it happened 20, 30 years ago. Why'd they wait for so long? Why'd they wait? Why'd they wait? Why'd they wait? Why'd they wait? I remember saying that. This gentleman got up, not necessarily got in my face, not necessarily attacked me. He said, have you ever been a sexual assault victim? No. He said, you don't understand the pain that they go through on a daily basis. And then he politely explained, kind of gave me a different perspective of the situation, of the emotional trauma, and so forth. Mm-hmm. So that's my response to those same questions that was brought to me. I gave him that same response. We don't know what the victim is thinking. Now, this is the common theme. Nick 8 says money, money. Now some of the reports that we've read, it did say that in one of the comments that Deshaun put out declaring his innocence, that they've approached a 6-figure settlement. And to that, of course, he said, no, I'm going to clear my name in court. Now, I hope. It's really unfortunate because you don't want this to be the case. You don't want this to be the case of money. Why don't you? Because now the next person, the next alleged victim in another sexual assault case, they're just going to keep their mouth shut. They're not going to pursue any legal defense or any legal action against the perperpetrator.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead, guys.
you got to think about this. I mean, look at Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he had his allegations that happened in his rookie season, and it went to court, and there was still no proof yet. He still got suspended 6 games. He would go to a concert. It was the off season, and TMZ's there, and he pushed a security guard, and they ran into a rail and fell. Now,
no. Don't defend that though.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm saying is, let's say this is any other player that hasn't gone through any allegations like Zeke has gone. Is it a big deal then? Because I'm sure it happens more than people think.
Well, that's what I was.
But yet now that Zeke already has a bigger spotlight on him because of allegations, he's got to be more careful. Now with Deshaun Watson, it's a whole different story. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, it's with the massage parlor and everything. I mean, all people got to do is like, oh, when he went to an away game, he was doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the story. I actually read it out loud. So there's cases where he went to a massage parlor. He went to a masseuse's home. Then he flew somebody from Atlanta, and I don't know about the other cases. My thing is this. Let's say, hypothetically, one day Ish, you and I, we become as famous as Clary. Okay. And let's say that, we're no longer a Sneaky G Man, Cowboy Hippie, and Clary OG. We're like the Beatles. We have to be conscious, and this is how I say humbly and hypothetically. Hopefully, someday we can all strive. Shoot past the moon, right? We got to be because we're no longer just Sneaky G Man and Cowboy Hippie and Clary OG. Well, Clary's already there. We're trying to get to his level, Cowboy Hippie. But okay. Seriously though, once we, let's say we did get to a certain level, we got to be mindful because there are people that are going to try and come at us. I mean, they're going to come at us and like pretend fall in front of a car and ask for I'm just saying like. So the point I'm trying to make is with Ezekiel Elliott, you can't be drunk in public. You can't do that stuff. Now, Deshaun Watson, and I'll end with this. Deshaun Watson, he needs to hire a personal masseuse to be like, okay, hey, he
said he did have one, but due to COVID reasons, he couldn't use them anymore.
That's not even
I don't feel like that's a good excuse.
Exactly, because if I have a person that whoa, what are you doing?
Hey, hold on, real quick.
What's up?
I'm gonna send you something while you're talking about this. I want you to see your reaction to it. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. If I have a special need that I need a massage on my back, that I want them to go in the, yes, you heard it right. That I want them to go in the inner thighs and whatever the case. I don't give even if I need to be stretched a certain way.
Yeah.
And I'm at Clary's level. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hire one person. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna sign a disclosure agreement. You're gonna do all this stuff. You're gonna know what the job entails. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna go to a mom and pop shop. I'm not gonna go to someone's home. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna because I don't know who his people are, but this tells me he doesn't have anybody looking out for him.
I agree
because this is a situation that's gonna cause issues.
Especially if you just got that big contract, you have the money
to
get a personal, masseuse. Now, what the worst thing is most of them are saying they hit him up on Instagram. That he kept going to Instagram. That's the worst place to go to for anything. Is Instagram.
What's up?
Real quick, what I sent you, don't talk about it though. Okay, just okay. But I sent it to you. I want you guys to see Sneaky's reaction to this.
Do you want me to? Okay, do you want me to mute my?
Yes, I do. When you get it, man, I want you to mute it.
I got it. All right. Go ahead.
Since we're talking about this, that kind of stuff that I sent you, and I'm gonna send it to you too, Ish. It's very interesting that we're talking about, and we can get in trouble as well. And Sneaky, watch that, dude, and let me know what you think.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself.
It's only like 10 seconds.
Okay, all right, I'm muting.
Let's look at his reaction, Ish. Let's look at it. Let's look at his reaction. Let's watch this, guys. I sent him something very interesting, man, that can get a lot of us in trouble because we're talking about this right now. Mm-hmm. And I want to see, Ish, I'm going to send it to you too. That's what I was telling you yesterday. And I want to see his reaction if he ever gets to watching it. Now, what we're talking about is stuff that you get to a certain level of something, man. Now, I can't talk really about it. I can't really talk about it because now is it Sneaky? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know how quickly that could get someone in trouble? Like me personally.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so we're talking about stuff, guys, at a certain level, and what Sneaky said is absolutely right, man. You do have to change. You got to get the right people around you. I mean, look back at our day, Mike Tyson. You look at our day, Mike Tyson.
Oh yes, yeah.
That was the trial of the century, man. It devastated. Hey, now erase that, by the way, off your phone. Now erase that.
Oh hell no! I already recorded it. Made doubles.
Now,
oh no, I'm a little envious, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you should be actually.
Hey,
so
matter of fact, we'll talk about it later. Never mind.
You can
Yeah,
say the same thing
yeah,
about Mike
Lay.
Vick. I mean, how about how his people didn't help him either? You know,
Well, no, that was more of. It wasn't even more. I'm talking. Back to the Mike Tyson thing, right?
right.
And now again, he was convicted of rape, so therefore, she is considered a victim. Okay, but but then again, he should have realized if he got a call at 1 o'clock in the morning to come to talk, which the reports that I've read, that's I hope I'm wrong about it, right? If you got to lay stuff out. Okay, if you coming over, we're not talking. I mean, that's just going to be a given.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happened, and then plus the perception and the persona of Mike Tyson didn't help any either.
No. But and look what his life has turned into. He's a raging celebrity now. He's forgiven.
Well,
Turned his
yeah.
life around. But like Ish brought up Michael Vick. That's a whole kind of different thing. And this is and you guys know me. I even have a Michael Vick Virginia Tech jersey.
Mm-hmm.
The deal with Vick, that's his culture. That's how he was brought up.
Right.
I was around that, guys.
Right.
I was around that.
I lived in Newport News. That's where he's from.
Look and not dogs, but I grew up around rooster fighting.
Right.
And it's huge, Sneaky. This is a huge money thing, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Thousands. I know somebody that imported just recently chickens, and I think they spent on these roosters, I think $25,000.
Yeah.
It is such a huge thing, man, in this world. Now, is it wrong? Absolutely, it's wrong. But if you're grown up in it, if that's what you've been around,
they're still doing it in other cultures. They're still doing it,
dude,
outside the states.
But guys, we're talking about dog fighting and rooster fighting is what we're talking about. If you didn't know, and if you never grew up around it, I grew up more around the rooster fighting ish. It's big where I was from. But that's just a whole other. And Michael Vick though has also turned it around and done a lot of good as well.
He's great.
So,
He's great on TV as a commentator and everything.
I mean, my wife still hates him.
But the conspiracy about Michael Vick is that the crime that he committed wasn't a felony,
right?
Until I think it was 10 days. Right. Then they pressed the charges on him because they had, and then they held the case. I don't want to say they held the case, but it was just a weird window of when it actually happened. And when they actually indicted him. Right. Now, I do want to back up again about Mike Tyson, the whole case with Mike Tyson. What I want to say is, celebrities, everybody just needs to be mindful of their actions. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Because you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where perception is 99% of the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
but that's just not even being a celebrity. That's just everyday life. Anybody listening?
But more so with celebrities, because you're right. You're right. There's things that I ensure myself that I don't put myself in a vulnerable situation. Like, you will never catch me alone with Clary, with some mayonnaise or butter.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
actually, bro.
So because of that,
is it because of social media? It's making it so much harder for celebrities, athletes to live a straight and narrow life that people think that they should live. Which I know that nobody's perfect, but I just feel like isn't social media just makes it so much difficult for them?
Look, somebody right now can be making a video of Sneaky G that's completely false.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and it goes on social media right now. Within seconds, it's everywhere, dude. Mm-hmm. That's how. This is how scary it is, and that's why with the school bullying and all that. That's why it's so electrified now. These things, dude, anybody can do it, man. And it's and then something that is like bad or because Sneaky has such a good the way he portrays. Sneaky's a great dude. It'd be even bigger news, because of Sneaky's this great guy. Now, if I did something, they'd be like, "Huh? Well, but I mean, kind of like, yeah." But you know what I'm saying, guys? It takes just one bad person on social media to ruin someone's life. Yeah. And even if it's completely false,
right, it's still the allegation.
Right.
Sometimes the allegation is worse than the crime.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or the not crime.
Yeah.
Now, no one do that to Sneaky, guys, or myself, or Cowboy Hippie, please.
Hey, shout out to Astro for the quote. I broke my back spinal. One of the greatest Mike Tyson quotes of all time.
Dude, let me tell you something, though, Astro. I was a kid when I would watch that man walk to the ring with no robe on, sweating and ready to fight. I was scared sitting on my couch.
He had the black trunks with the white towel. Dude. Heading towards the ring. He wouldn't even wear his belts.
When he lost to Buster Douglas, I remember where I was, my friends I was with, we all looked at each other like Superman just died. We were like, no. We're like, get up. We're like, get up, dude. Mm-hmm. You don't lose.
The next morning, because it was in Tokyo when this fight happened, I saw it on the news. I stayed home from school that day.
Dude, it was that big.
I told my mom, I said, I don't feel well. And my parents were like, you better be either bleeding or dead not to go to school. But I stayed home.
That is still the biggest upset in the history of boxing, by the way. Little fact. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Biggest upset in the history of boxing.
And there was no rematch clause either.
Dude, if you look at that corner, if you go back and watch film, they don't even have a nose swell. A nose swell, that's what the thing's called, that ices down they were using gloves filled with ice because they didn't think it'd even get to that point. If you go back and watch...
he was knocking everybody out within 30 seconds in the first round.
Well, and allegedly, he was partying 8-ball, everything the night before.
Wow.
The night before, dude.
Well, okay, all right. Now we got to take a quick swing because I want to ask you guys' opinion. Roberts
just won again. Sorry, Sneaky.
Oh, okay. Or Robert. Who's that?
Is that what he's talking about? The 15 seed beat Florida?
Oral Roberts. They beat Ohio State in the first round. They just won their second round game too, bro.
Against Florida?
Breaking news, 15 seed beat number 7 Florida. Baby. Wow. Okay.
There's our Cinderella team right there, guys.
Okay. Real quick. There's a TikToker out there. I actually debated him. Some say I won. Some say it was entertaining. Let me ask you this. Where would you put Mike Tyson boxing? Would he be in your top 5, top 10? Where would you put him?
Real quick, are we talking about his short prime or his whole career? Because I had this discussion. No, I had this discussion.
Well, you kind of got I'm going to say because if in the likes of, if we're going to talk about Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Legend. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, who else do we have on his list?
Let's talk heavyweights then.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Just those 4 alone, I'm gonna go to his page and I want to see. You two talk amongst yourself.
Well, I can already tell you, he fell off dramatically, bro. Evander Holyfield beat him twice. So therefore, as being a black and white type of dude, that I see just one thing. Evander Holyfield's already better than him. Okay, Muhammad Ali's better than him. Joe Frazier's better than him. The Klitschko brothers are better than him. Lennox Lewis is a lot better than Mike Tyson career-wise. Okay. Now, you wouldn't put Mike Tyson top 5 boxer of all time? No, not career-wise. I wouldn't. I can't. Okay. I can't.
To me, Mike Tyson is the Bo Jackson of boxing.
That's a good analogy.
His small stint was probably the greatest of all time.
Yes.
But his career was so shortened and it didn't make it to where he can be still in the top 3, top 5 since he hasn't fought in so long. You get what I'm saying?
Now, do you recall any big fights that Tyson had before he went to jail.
Yes. Michael Spinks.
Mhm.
Golly.
Okay, but you don't have to name him out, but because this gentleman is saying that he didn't fight any big names.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, he fought big names.
He fought every big name that they put in front of him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
okay.
he fought. God, dude, I just look. Hold on, you guys talk real quick. I want to show you these guys, and you know I love boxing.
Before
guys.
you do that, okay, so he has Duran. Does Duran sound familiar to y'all? I don't remember Duran.
Roberto Duran, dude. He's a middleweight though. He's a middleweight.
Joe Louis, but Joe Louis, that's old school.
Joe Louis is better career wise.
Okay, Ali, and would you put Ali over?
Absolutely.
Okay, would you put Mayweather over?
I don't like to compare weight classes, but if we're talking weight classes, I have to put Mayweather over him, dude. But I don't like to compare.
So basically, this gentleman, and then Sugar Ray Robinson.
Absolutely, bro.
Okay, so you would have these are the 5 people that he put over Tyson. God dang it! I gotta relive.
Would you put Canelo over him?
Not yet, because he hasn't finished his career.
Oh yeah, here we go.
But he already has a longer.
So Wolf says heavyweight champion at 17. Oh, that's what that was.
No, he was not 17 years old, brother, when he won the title.
But
he started boxing. He started boxing professionally at 17.
Which now,
so you would agree with OJ saying that Duran, Joe Louis,
Buster Douglas,
look,
Ali, Mayweather, and Sugar Ray Robinson. You would put those 5 over Tyson.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, career-wise. Now, what is said, dude? Speaking of, if you count that short 5 to 7 year span, that was arguably the greatest in the history of boxing.
Agreed.
But the dude, there's so much stuff outside the ring, gave him so far. Hey, Wolf, I don't know what sport you're watching, dude, but you didn't watch him get his ass beat numerous times like I did, man. And that's Tyson's corner. That's his management, and that's his fault, man, for staying in the game that long. He went like this, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah,
he lost to all these guys, bro.
Yeah.
And
you're right, but the thing is, I mean, you're right, because when we think of Mike Tyson, we do think of his prime. We do think of his intimidation walking into the ring. But
you guys forget who he lost to. He lost to Kevin McBride. He lost to Danny Williams.
That was later in his career, though, right?
Dude. Yeah. But guys, man, he lost to guys that you have never heard of unless you Google their names.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, that's fair. That's fair.
But look at this. But I will argue this now. Donovan Ruddock, Tillman, Carl Williams, Frank Bruno, Michael Spinks, Tony Tubbs, Larry Holmes, Tyrell Biggs, Tony Tucker again, James Smith again, Burbick. These are all #1 former champions, man, that Mike Tyson went up and knocked out, man.
But hold on. But Holmes was on his way out, though. I mean, that'll be the debate. That'll be the debate on. No. And I remember that fight. I wanted Tyson to beat the mess out of Holmes because of what he did to Ali. I mean, that's
he did the same thing to Ali that Tyson did to Holmes.
Yep.
These guys fought way past their prime.
Yeah,
but Tyson, dude, that's 2 last fights, bro. He fought me. He fought Ish, and he lost. I mean, I don't even know who Kevin McBride is.
Yeah.
Sorry to get excited like freaking Stephen A, but dude.
No. But you know what? I don't know too much about. I'm not too familiar with boxing. I do remember Tyson, but I remember Tyson at his prime. I remember Tyson, the intimidator, walking into the ring, and he broke a sweat walking to the ring, and then had the same sweat walking out of the ring.
This is what Tyson was 20 years old, 20 when he won the title. He was 20,
the youngest ever, right?
Yeah, he's still the youngest ever, which is 20s. In a heavyweight class, that's
insane.
Doesn't he have the record? Doesn't he have the record for the fastest knockout?
I believe. I'm not sure on that. Dude.
That might have changed. That might have been broken now, but I'm not quite sure.
I love talking boxing, as you can see, man. I love talking boxing, Wolf.
Yeah.
But I just go look up Wolf who he's lost to, man. You're gonna be like, oh shit, maybe Clary OG was right, dude. He lost to me and Cowboy Hippie.
Real quick on the March Madness, the update is true. Oral Roberts, they beat Florida 81-78. They did reach the Sweet 16. Um, I'll just talk about the upsets that really came out of this. Loyola Chicago beat Illinois. Let's see here.
915 Life of Li Intense, no doubt. I could only remember coming in and fear in a lot of people. I remember.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was scared. Yeah.
We can't forget about Abilene Christian beating Texas.
Shout out.
53-52. Abilene Christian, if people don't, it's a small school in West Texas. And Texas was talking shit before the game.
Dude.
And I can't stand Texas. I'm an OU
Abilene
fan.
Christian is so small that my junior college played against them.
Yeah.
That's how small Abilene Christian is.
Oh, wow.
And we beat them. We beat them. So Abilene Christian is doing some things, bro.
What do you know what conference they're in?
I don't even know what conference they're in.
And the only reason why I asked is because they had to get that tournament win to get in the tourney anyway.
I don't
That's
even
the only
know
reason why I
what
asked.
That's how crazy it is, dude.
Mm-hmm. There's another school here in Texas that won. UNT.
Shout out Screaming Eagles, baby.
What?
UNT, University of North Texas, won their game against here. Let me see if I can find it.
They were the second biggest
Purdue.
dog to win.
They beat Purdue and by good 78-69, 9 points.
Well, no, that game went to overtime, I believe. They pulled away in overtime.
Still a great game.
Fun fact. So when we were coming back from Colorado, we were going down 35, and I showed Nick that stadium. I said, "Hey, man, one day I want to see you playing there." And you know what my son said? He said, "Okay." He was like, "Okay."
Right.
Boy.
He's like, "Say less." I'm like, "All right, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen."
With March Madness, real quick, I just wanted to give who my pick is. I picked Oklahoma State. They got a kid who's a freshman that plays school local here in Arlington Bowie, and he's doing real good. So I'm going for them. What about you?
Right. Hold on.
So, what? Michigan? Are they still in it?
Yeah.
They're number one seed in their division.
Okay. So we got Chiefs Kingdom for life, aka McNugget. She says Texas Tech lost out. I'm bummed, but not surprised.
Hey,
He should have made that layup.
Is this what they do?
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. That's Mahomes' school.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: I was recruited by Texas Tech in 1994. Went and visited them, and baseball at the time doesn't give enough funding. I almost went to Texas Tech. Fun fact.
When did you go? When did you go to Michigan?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, that'll work. Chuck D, fight the power. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Chuck D's in Waco. That's why he's in Waco.
Yeah.
They've always got a good program in basketball.
I'm in the lobby, by the way, Chuck D. If you want to play, after this, we're about to.
I loved your TikTok when you were talking like when the bodies hit the floor, when the bodies hit the floor,
hold on,
when the body hit the.
Hey, guess what? Guess how much hate I got on that video?
Why?
They were saying I was comparing it to the Atlanta shootings, bro. I'm like, I can't even make a cool fun. Yes.
Oh, yes. Man, at first I was like, what? Like, I was so out of connect with reality. I didn't know about the Atlanta shootings until we got home.
Oh yeah, because
I had no clue.
Crazy.
And I don't understand. I mean, it's been, if I'm not mistaken, this has been a long time.
We can go on the cancel culture talk for 14 hours, bro. Look, it had no connections. That's what me and Ish do when we play. Ish, when we go on a kill streak, do we not get excited?
Yeah.
Hey, Sneaky, we do exactly that. Oh, shit! It's a video game, man, that helps me with my emotions and my anxieties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just, like I said, it's just, I don't know.
2021.
I think we need to talk about more. I mean, of course, not tonight because we're just about done. I mean, we just need to start talking about the actions of the few because of what this man did. And I'm not prepared to talk about it, but even that chief that said that the gentleman had a bad day. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys, but when I have a bad day, I bust open the Douce. Okay,
Yeah.
I
go
get me
to
a
the
little Douce,
bedroom when I'm having a bad day, boys.
right? Exactly.
Shout out, baby.
Round one, fight. And I ain't talking about fists and and punches. Well, I mean, if you're into that, you know,
Nasty.
you know, and then when I'm done, I'll be like flawless victory.
Hey, 3 seconds later. She's
Hey.
like, yeah.
Best
Yeah,
3
baby.
seconds of her life. What can I say? Finish her. No, I'm good. I'm done. I'm tired. Anyway,
Before we go, can I just get my quick little mock draft out before we sign out of here?
yeah, go ahead, do it.
All right. So I did a whole mock draft for our division. I did 2 rounds. I'll go real quick. First, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at 6, going with Justin Fields, Ohio State. Good slept on quarterback. I don't trust Jalen Hurts, and I'm an OU fan, so that shows you how I feel about him. Cowboys at 10, we go with Sean Slater. Tyron Smith is one bad snap away from getting hurt, and so we need his backup. Next, I got the New York Giants going with Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner. Even with Golladay, I could still see them going receiver. I mean, why not? Pass that ball out. Next, I got the Washington football team going with a quarterback, Mac Jones. Good quarterback to play behind Ryan Fitzpatrick to learn some things. So I could see that going there. And yeah, that's it. I thought it was 2, but it was a 1. Sorry.
All right.
You're the man, homie.
All right. Let's go ahead and.
Yo, if you guys don't know, you need to follow Cowboy Hippie on Twitter. Tell him your Twitter handle when we get off here, because this guy is very knowledgeable on the drafts. He's knowledgeable on NFL football. He brings it, man. Go follow him on Twitter. Hey, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody that swung by and showed us love. I want to shout out to Dress Comfy. Shout out to 3 a.m. Water Sneaky. I also want to I suffered a concussion this week, and anybody that followed me on my social medias, I want to say thank you for reaching out to me and seeing if I was okay. So with that, guys, much love. Make somebody smile this week. That's your challenge. I'm out, guys. Have a great week.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy. Yeah, my name there is I don't know if I'm doing this right, but the Cowboy Hippie on Twitter. You can also find me on TikTok, the Spudo19. I'm gonna start putting my mock drafts on there. Yeah, it's draft season, so I'm staying putting stuff out there, and hope y'all like my content. Want to give a quick shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there who are serving or who have served. I want you to know your stories will always be remembered and told. Yeah, thank you to everybody who popped up in here, man. I was looking at the comments. I mean, y'all are even going back and forth with each other. I love it. Thanks for everything. Much love, and go Cowboys.
What's going on, everybody? First off, I want to thank everyone out there that has been giving me the love and the support during this time. And it was very overwhelming. And the family appreciates it. Mama Boss appreciates it. And we definitely love you guys right back. I also want to thank everyone that's following me on YouTube. We hit a major milestone yesterday. Over 1,000 subscribers. And I definitely couldn't have done it without you guys. As Clary said, I want to give some love to dresscomfy.com, 3 a.m. Water, Sergeant Joe's replica trophies, and it could only get better. And I want to thank you all. Have a good week. And yeah, make somebody smile. And until then, we will see you guys again next Sunday. Please don't take anything for granted. Enjoy what you have. kiss your loved ones, and let's go Giants! Ow!
I'ma keep it 100, you heard me? Look, to be honest, y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all